Donnell Ballard is celebrating 35 years in entertainment. He's interviewed people like Juvenile, T-Pain's mother, rapper Too Short, the late Pimp C's mother, and many more celebrities.
Are you looking for more time to spend with your friends and family? Are you tired of living payday to payday? Would you like to wake up when you're finished sleeping? Do you have too much month at the end of your money? Do your kids know the babysitter better than you? If you're ready to do something about it, go to www.enjoymylife.info.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is time for us to get ready. We've been talking about this since yesterday, and we got our girl live with us right now. We got Alexis live with us. Good evening on this beautiful, Wednesday night?
Yep. Beautiful night.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, we're very excited. And first I was kind of scared, I was kind of worried, but you kept telling me, you said, don't worry, it's going to be all right. And we finally got it together. Anyway, we want to welcome you to the WKNY radio phone line. It's an honor to have you from Dynasty Entertainment. And I want you to first of all introduce yourself, and then we're going to get right into what we really are here for tonight.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Again, my name is Alexis. I am with A Dynasty Entertainment. Just recently in the game, actually, I'm a service label. I do sign artists, and we help them with all their needs of getting structured and organized and consulting based on their needs and their plans. We work with them. We do work with budgets as well, because we understand as an independent artist, sometimes the struggle is real. And I'm just out here to help your listeners, for all of those who may thought about or dreamed about getting into the music industry, don't know how, or maybe you're not, a artist per se, but you want to get into the industry for your poetry, for songwriting. We definitely can show you how to do that and collect royalties on that piece of paperwork or that idea.
Let's talk about this real quick, because you make a good point when you say that. Because there's so many artists out there that are tuned into this show. They tune into you on last night, and now we got you actually here to talk about this. But what is the most important thing that the independent artists need to know? Let's talk about the number one key word that they need to know.
Structure.
Okay, that makes sense.
To be organized, because, as an independent artist, you just like any business, you play multiple hats. When you're a small business owner, you play multiple hats. You're answering the calls, your customer service, and sometimes that can get boggled down. That's why you need to have someone that is a manager to help you. But as an independent artist, link yourself up with people that can help push your vision and be structured. And when I say structured from a business standpoint, you have to make sure that's your foundation. And a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm an artist. I love music. I don't want to worry about that. I just want to create content and music. That's all great. But when you're independent, you got to know a little bit about everything. My grandpa used to tell me, baby, know a little bit about everything. That's true. And I try to model myself out after knowing a little bit about everything when it comes to business, things in general, so no one can pull the wool over your eyes on certain things.
Right. You know what? I love what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. Now, let's talk about this, too, because not only that, we need to talk about the images. Why is the images of the artist so important?
Well, the image of an artist, because you are the product, just like any other item. You go to McDonald's because you like the taste of McDonald's. You know, there's many products that's out there, but who has the best image appeals to people in certain ways. So if it's well packaged, then you'll gravitate to it. Sometimes you can have two burgers, but if one look well packaged, you're going to go with that because perception, is an eye beholder. So they're going to be like, oh, this must be more valued. Oh, I love this. I think someone posted something on Facebook a while back. I don't know where I seen the post. They made a pop-up shoe store. And it was all Payless shoes, right?
Wow.
All Payless shoes. They just changed the way the store kind of looked a little bit, put a little fluff to it in the boxes. And people was like, these are my kind of shoes. I'll spend this kind of money for this. And they put expensive prices. So perception is everything when people look at imagery. When these are just Payless shoes, and then at the end they had to tell people, these Payless shoes, and they like, wow. So that should show you some people look at value in things based on how it's wrapped. So you definitely want to make sure your image as a artist is on point, because you get further and people will pay more. And I use that because when your image together, people will pay more. That's just like you in business. You're not going to do business with anybody that's, look like they doing hair in their kitchen or answering 2 different calls at one time. You're like, oh, no, this is well put together.
Yeah, you make a good point when you say that. Now let's talk about this, because I think this is important too. A lot of independent artists out there don't realize that you need to have your music copyright. But you made a good point on yesterday that it doesn't necessarily have to be copyright. Why is that?
Well, because some people think everything's if I got it copyrighted, I'm protected. Not necessarily. The big boys don't work that way. It's your music. You got to make sure that the distribution is on point, and you can make sure even in your distribution when you're mastering something that is copyrighted within. Because a lot of times, think about, a lot of people sample a lot of music from other people. I hate to say, people say copyright, but it doesn't protect you all the because if you're doing copyright online, is really not really copyrighted. It's a set way. And really the old school copyright kind of works better.
I was going to say that because the old school way is you mail it back to yourself. That's actually still the best stealing stone. You don't open it.
Exactly. So the old way is still the new way. And it's better because you don't know, really it's hard to track. It can be lost. So old way is always the best way. But I would say keeping good practices. It doesn't really, because digital, the old way is the new way. Mailing it, because, or you also supposed to mail it to somebody else that you trust and don't open it as well. So that's like your representation on that. But I would tell people to secure their stuff with making sure their royalties is on point with things, because anybody can say, hurry up and copyright something that you may already done, and it's still yours if you laid it down and recorded right, or put it in something where BMI does and capture your royalties. It's like, by the time they say that, no, I've already published this here, that out trumps their copyright. Because you're like, when did you do this? This was already in place. So you got to, you're protected with BMI.
For those who are just now tuning into us right here on WKY Radio, we have a very special guest. We have our girl Lashes with us right here from Dynasty Entertainment, and she is here to tell us everything we need to know when it comes down to entertainment business. Now, I want to talk to you about this because so many artists out there don't have an entertainment lawyer. Is it important to have an entertainment lawyer?
Yeah, it's important to have an entertainment lawyer, but not necessarily, because we all, like, as artists, you're in different phases of your career and what you can afford or what you can't afford. Now, I would say have someone that can, like, Legal Shield or Legal Zoom, someone that can read over your contracts, that can help you draft and formulate the basic type of contracts, or hire someone like a manager that can do that as well, until you can hire. When you start making a little money, you definitely want to hire a firm to look over your contracts fast, lawyers that can do that can draft it, to help you go over that lingo, what you want to put in and what you don't. And these places will save you a little money. They'll do the same thing. They'll save you a little money, but verse yourself on everything. Because you still got to make sure people who you hire are doing what they say they're going to do. So verse yourself on legal terms and terminology, so you're kind of educated too, what you need to be looking for in a contract and what you need not to accept.
Wow. Man, I told everybody you guys are going to be getting some real good information, and I hope this is what I want everybody to do right now. If you tune into us right now, you need to get your notepad, because I told you yesterday, get your notepad and get ready to write this down. I told you this at 7 o'clock when we first came on, to get your notepad, write this information down. Now, I want to talk to you about this too, because we got the radio DJ, we got promotion, we got marketing. some artists do not know what it takes to get their music played on a major radio. I know you probably got some insight on that. So talk to us about what do they need to do if they want to get their music played on the radio. I'm trying to get all the questions in that a lot of artists emailed me on yesterday.
Okay, so that's a great question, and there's many ways that you can go about getting your music played on major radio. To get played on major radio with the big boys, and you are an artist starting out, it just don't work like that if you haven't established yourself in the business and with big labels pushing you, because you're gonna have to pay to get your music played, and if the disc jockey is not feeling it, then they're not going to play you.
Wait a minute.
Quiet is kept, and I probably shouldn't tell this secret in the industry. If some artists or radio hosts, they may even charge you per song or want to cut off of what you're doing or your royalties on your song just to play it.
But is that considered as payola?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that considered as payola? Were they not supposed to ask for a fee from that artist?
Yeah, sometimes they charge you a fee. Sometimes they charge the artist a fee just to play the song. Sometimes they'll ask for some of your royalties to play. Because listen, it's all about the name of the game. Everybody trying to get paid. A lot of times these radio hosts or disc jockeys, they are not getting paid as much, or they may get paid well, so they trying to eat extra too. They know you are trying to start off and get your song played. And listen, it depends on your music too. Now you gotta check your beats, because if you're an independent artist, sometimes y'all like to sample certain beats. They're not gonna play it with that beat on there because they don't want to get sued. And if it's in rotation, they'll play it, and they're not gonna play the whole song. They're gonna play it after a little commercial real quick. It ain't gonna be what's what. And if another artist is in town that's known, you getting bumped out.
Wow, for real?
And what you gonna say? I paid you. I got royalties. They gonna say I paid you that little second.
Good information.
You got played. You really did get played.
Wow. So that is crazy. Let's talk about this. Oh my God, I got so many questions in my head right now. I'm trying to talk to you about. We got to talk about this because so many artists out there. We talk about the copyrights, but what we did not talk about is the BMI and ASCAP. Why is that so important that the artists have the music to be on BMI or ASCAP, and also the digital platform?
Well, you want it on digital platforms so your music can be distributed as well, because a lot of distributions want that platform from you. But with BMI, it helps you as a writer to be able to have a catalog. So it's called like a catalog, like an investor. They have their ledger of everything that they invested in their portfolio. So it's kind of like for you to keep that, because you never know artists who may want to sample that, and you can continue to get paid, and every music and work that you do, you can look at it. As well as it's law, like you want royalties. And see, BMI ASCAP capture your royalties on how many times your song was spin. And before we can get why it's important for BMI and ASCAP, as an independent artist, you need to be doing DRT, digital reporting, DRT reports. Now, that way you can get spin.
Wait a minute, I got to ask you this because I'm glad you brought that up, because some artists out there may not even know what that is. So kind of explain that to the independent artists out there, because it may be some new up-and-coming artists out there that say, hey, I'm trying to get into the game, but I really don't know what to do. The fact that you just brought that up, kind of explain what that is.
So DRTs is digital radio tracking. That's what DRT stands for. And you need that. So, and again, while y'all just think it's easy to jump straight to I want to get on the major radio stations and think you're going to get that playtime, respect your local radio hosts and radio shows that are in the game, because that's where it's going to start. And so, again, like I had mentioned when I called in on your show previous, that you don't want to piss these people off. They're your friends. They're going to help push you get into the arena to the big because this arena is small. Believe it or not, everybody in the radio world talks to each other. It is tight-lipped. So if you made one person mad, it's like a sorority or fraternity. You in trouble.
Please
so you want to make sure.
Please repeat that one more time. I be trying to tell a lot of these artists that. Please repeat that to the independent artists right now, because there's a lot of them listening to it. Go ahead.
Because a lot of y'all may think, oh, I don't need that person. I'm going to get this dude for this and this because he didn't play this or he didn't play that. And then y'all have grudges. Well, everybody tight-lipped. So you won't get to the big label if you can't get with the local, because they feeling like how these people feeling about you.
You know what? I'm gonna make I ain't gonna say no name, but I'm gonna make a fine example. You are so right about that. I'm gonna make a fine example. This one DJ called me. This was about I say what, maybe about a year and a half ago, and I'm not gonna say no name, none of these artists, but this one particular DJ called me and told me don't. But no, he didn't have to explain that to me. All he had to do was just tell me about the situation. Once he told me about the situation, you know what I did? That song that he told me about, I completely cut it off. I didn't even play it. We didn't even do the countdown. We didn't do none of that. So you're right about that. When that DJ called me and told me about the situation, that's all he had to tell me. He didn't have to tell me not to play it. He didn't have to tell me nothing. All he had to do is tell me the situation. Once he told me that, I took that record completely out. So you're right. Independent artists, y'all got to understand that she's right. It is a small world out there. When you can't treat the DJs and the promoters like a crap, because you're going to need those. You may be doing certain things right now, but those DJs, I'm telling you, all these artists out here, the DJs are going to be your best friend. They can break your music, or they can break your music, or they can make your music. If you want them to make your music, that's why I tell independent artists, you got to have a personal relationship with the DJ, because those are going to be the ones that's going to play your music in the club. Those are going to be the ones that's going to play your music at the different events. You don't want to make, and you're right, you do not want to make the DJ mad. So what you better do is be nice to the DJ, work with the DJ. If you don't agree with everything the DJ, that's all right. None of us agree with each other. But you need to have enough respect for the DJ to listen to the DJ, because that's the one that's going to make or break your music. It ain't the promoter, it's the DJ. The DJ and the promoters and the management, they all work together. If you don't have one or the other, you're going to be lost. If you got to have that DJ, because that DJ is going to be the most important thing. And I tell this to artists everywhere. I don't care who you are. If you are an independent artist, you got to listen to the DJ. Make friends. Don't just come. And this, I'm gonna tell you what I hate. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell you what I hate. Because I've been a radio DJ for years. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I hate. Don't come to me telling me, hey, did you play my song? Did you play my song? No, guess what? If you would have been listening to the show, you would have knew it if the song was played. So don't come tell me, oh man, I've been busy. Have you played my song? If you go back and listen to them, maybe you can find out if I played the song. Don't that make you mad, though, friend? When people saying that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
No. The same way you need me, I need you. We all need each other. It's not gonna hurt, and I'm gonna tell the artist this. It's not gonna hurt for you independent artists that when my show come on, or any other DJ show come on, enough respect to share the show. Go tell everybody. Promote it.
That's key. That's key. When you giving these DJs love and saying thank you for this and remembering them, and that's another thing. Because if I'm an independent artist now and I make it big, and this one DJ gave me love, and now I'm a exec at a big record label, I'm gonna still remember this cat. So when he put a buzz in my ear, or I reach out to them, hey, what's hot, what's popping? I'm looking for new artists. If you rub them wrong, that's it. That's why I say it goes hand in hand.
That's
if
right.
they looking at what you're doing on what the independent artist, you got somebody hot, you got this for me. Let me see. Let me hear something. This. So don't think that your local radio host or DJ can't get you where you need to be. And sometimes I know some DJs may have their little picks and this and that. But you got to prove them wrong, because over time, sometimes they may formulate an opinion, but you still be on the up and up, do what you need to do, that you can change that. But it is tight-lipped, because they have to watch out for people trying to scheme them, or that's not doing what they supposed to, and they helping them, so they look out for each other. And so that's why it's tight-lipped, and if someone sees something fraudulent,
And one more thing that these artists got to know. Don't get mad at us if we telling you, if we giving our personal input about the song. Because if anybody knows, they're going to know if that song is hot. I can tell, all I got to do is listen to the first 30 seconds, and I can tell you if it's going to be a hit or if it's going to be hot, if it's going to be hot enough. And so my advice to all the independent artists out there, get your crap together. Get your stuff together. Don't even go in. Don't even send your stuff to a radio station or internet station. Don't send your stuff to nowhere until your stuff is copyright. Your stuff is together. Don't even try to send your stuff. If your stuff, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. If your stuff is not mixed, okay, mixed and mastered, please do not send it to a radio station because it's not gonna do any good. Just send it to the radio station.
That's where distribution come in because there's two distribution. You distribution your music to get played on, different platforms digitally. Right. But there's a different master for a CD that you send, a special CD that is coded where that you will know if the DJ try to tamper, somebody try to sample your work that you put the hard work in. It's a proper way. You can't put just any kind of CD for them to play. Believe it or not, it has to be a special type of CD. And so that's why you got to find the right distribution company to do that.
I got to answer this because I didn't even know that they would. CDs been out of business for years now. So since everything is online now, and that's why I be telling when people be telling me, I'm gonna send you a copy of the CD. Oh no, don't send me no copy of no CD. I need you to email me the song. And one of the biggest things I'm gonna tell you what I said about independent artists. Don't come to me telling me that I need to pay you to download your song. Pay you to play your song.
It's the other way around. Actually, you should always give the DJs love and don't do money. I don't say give them money, but you can give. Gifts like, hey, here's a gift card. Have some food on me. That's like a token of appreciation. You're not paying them, but it's a token of appreciation.
But you know what? You're right. But with me, you don't have to do that. All you got to do, the same way I'm showing you love, call into the show. Show me love. When I ask you that, I shouldn't even have to ask you to share your, for you to share my show, for you to promote my show. The same way you want me to promote you as an artist, I'm going to need the artist to do the same thing with me. What is it gonna take but a second for you to say, you know what, I'm gonna promote your show for you? That's all I asked you to do. I shouldn't even have to ask you that. You should want to do that, especially if you want me to play your music. And don't call. And I have to say this: you artists, I have to say that I'm just gonna keep it 100. You cannot if you on my show. Don't come on my show talking about 94.5 or 96.7. I don't want to hear about them.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
We're competition with them. Don't come tell me about another internet station.
And that shows a little bit about you as an artist. Because you on that show pushing your own music. So if you didn't think highly of that show, why are you putting your music on it? So be respectful. And you don't know who know each other in the game because they on one show. You don't know where this DJ been before or what platform he worked on before. That's why I said don't never look at something small beginnings or a person because they here based on their reach. You don't know what they have in store for you and how they can push your music. But I would tell artists to be humble because sometimes y'all not humble when it comes to getting your music out there.
You're right. But you got so many artists out there. And I hate to say this because I work with so many artists across the country. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to break it down. One of the artists I used to work with was Lil Twist. And once Lil Twist got big time, he didn't want to be back on my show. He didn't even show me love, especially like I showed him love. So what I'm saying to the artist, when you make it big, even if you ain't made it big, but you with somebody else, don't I'm trying to make sure I say this right. Don't get big-headed. Don't get big-headed. Oh, no, don't get big-headed. Because the same person that work with you, you may have to work with that person again. And if that person won't work with you and you get big-headed, you can't get big-headed. You gotta stay humble, like she was saying. And a lot of
because this music industry, there's ups and downs. You may be Like my boy Mike Jones used to say, "Here's my back then, you know, but now I'm hot, y'all." This change up because then you don't see nothing about him anymore at all. You know, I know this is a gospel thing, but I use that phrase because you only hot at one moment. You know, like you go in seasons. Everything's that seasons. You got to outdo the previous work that you did before.
Wow.
And don't ever not accept change if someone like you have a manager and they trying to critique you on you. So what your manager is, they sometimes have to go through these disc jockeys and DJs and radio personalities, because if they say, hey, this is a hot song, I like this artist, I'm going to give them playtime.
Mm-hmm.
And so they got to find out about you. You're a new artist, right? You're trying to get in the industry. They're trying to see how they can help promote you as well with what they know in their arsenal. Don't never think people are not trying to help you.
But
when you don't listen to what they tell you, if that DJ give vital information and say, I looked into this person's portfolio or looked at this, what's going on here, I want to get them here, but I can't send that here with this. Can you kind of, as a manager, cue them on this? And you do that and you don't listen, then they like, okay, so I know what's going to help them. I really want to help them. And then they start doing it and they revert. Now, they're making them look bad because they're going out on limb to push them further so they can get them in further doors as well as you as a manager. So y'all respect your managers that are going to bat for you because they got to get the backlash on everything. Sometimes you don't see on the behind scenes because it's just like when you go to an event planner. And you say, I want this big event. Everything that can cause you stress, your manager takes on and make it smooth for you that you wouldn't even know. And they only let you know what you need to know in a sense. So you won't be stressed and you can be the artist that you are. Focused on that and help you eat and win because everybody want to eat and win and do what needs to be done.
You're making some good points today. And this is what I wanted tonight. This is the reason we stopped the show, because I know so many independent artists across the world, from Spain, from Uganda, that tune in to us. And so we want to make sure that you're educated enough to know what's going on. And some of y'all go back and listen to the podcast of this radio show too. So shout out to everybody out there that's doing that. Let's talk about this. And you made some good points with the management, but a lot of the artists don't have bios. And these artists need to start having a bio. They need to have better professional pictures made. I'm gonna be real. Y'all got to step your game up. If you want people to know who you are, get your bios. You need to have bios. You need to have better photos. And I tell people all the time, you got the phone is okay, but you need professional pictures. You need professional pictures, pictures that's really nice. And then you need to, I'm gonna tell you another thing I tell artists all the time: get your website. Get your website. If anybody want to know anything about you, they'll go to their website and they'll be able to read up about you. And everything got to be, you need to have, that's where the message come in. Everything needs to be tagged. Like if you Google DJ Johnny D, it automatically comes up. All the radio shows, TV, community stuff, everything that I've done. You want people to be, if people can Google you and you come up, then they know you're legit. If they can't Google you and they can't figure out what's going on, then that can be sort of like a problem. So my advice to independent artists out there is to get your website, get everything together. If people want to know information about you, you ain't got to send them no information. All they got to do is you send them the link to your website, and they'll be able to know everything about you. That's important, y'all. That's the key. If you tell me, hey, I need you to go check me out. Okay, just send me the link, and I go check you out. I go check out. And if you got music on there, I go check all that out. Because you got everything on one page. And that's what people, I mean, because when you're looking at it, I'm going to be real with y'all. As a DJ, and as for her being a manager, but me being a DJ, if you tell me to go to a site, and I go to that site, and I don't see anything in that site, I'm gonna be pissed. And if I get pissed, I may not even go back. So that's why I tell artists all the time, don't send me to no link. If you want me to have a copy of your song, email it to me. Don't ask me to go to no YouTube. Don't ask me to go to no SoundCloud. If you want me to play your music, you want me to check out your music, as a DJ, you need to send that music. If you're serious about your craft, you would send that music to the DJ and say, hey, because we just had a young lady out of, she was overseas. I ain't gonna say her name, but she was overseas, and she kept saying she wanted me to play her music. But every time I tried to download the song, I could not download the song. So I'm gonna tell y'all, being honest with y'all, if you don't email your music to me, don't expect me to play it. I'm not going in on SoundCloud. I'm not going on YouTube. I'm not going to none of that. It's only $5.99. I don't care if it's 25 cents. You need to sing. If you want me to play your song, you need to send it to me so I can check it out. That's the bottom line.
Right, and that's vital that you said that, and that's where that DRT report, digital radio tracking for radio personalities or DJs, they need that. So what a manager would do is they would reach out to different, get you a manager. They will reach out on your behalf once you pay for your DRT report. It allows different DJs and stuff like that to play your music. So you're also that little single that you want to be a single, or your album that you put together is digital. So you're sending that song as well as your DRT report to let this host know, or the DJ host know, hey, I got spins. I got that. The more spins you get, that's like, oh, this is promising. So okay, they got some spins. So let me get them some more spins. And so by you being on Dunny's show, now you can go into your BMI that's set up and say, hey, I was on this show. I have these different my DRT reports, and uploading that information so you can get royalties on it. So more.
Are you looking for more time to spend with your friends and family? Are you tired of living payday to payday? Would you like to wake up when you're finished sleeping? Do you have too much month at the end of your money? Do your kids know the babysitter better than you? If you're ready to do something about it, go to www.enjoymylife.info.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into this world to condemn it, but that the world through him might be saved. God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. But when it comes to being holy people, when it comes to love, it's real people. But when it comes to being holy people, that's how I know that God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. I want to give the Lord all of my heart, but there is something that torn it apart, and it has taken almost all that I have. I have to live my life for Christ my Lord. People, you can't live your life without Christ. Oh God. God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. But when it comes to being holy people, when it comes to love, it's real people. But when it comes to being holy people, that's how I know that God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. Just to have you by my side, Lord, just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. And I am sure I'm gonna give you my heart to preserve and sanctify forevermore. Jesus, I know you give me grace and mercy, oh Lord. God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. But when it comes to being holy people, when it comes to love, it's real to being holy people. That's how I know that God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. Just to have you by my side, Lord. Just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. And I am sure I'm gonna give you my heart to preserve and sanctify forevermore. Jesus, I know you give me grace and mercy, oh Lord. God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. But when it comes to being holy people, when it comes to love, it's real people. But when it comes to being holy people, that's how I know that God's love is the greatest. God's love is the greatest. I'm sure it is the greatest. I know it is the greatest. Oh Lord.
Our Father, which art in heaven, I will bow to your name. I will kneel to your throne. I will exalt your holy name. Blessed be the Lord, all my strength. For the Lord is worthy to be praised. You made joy come in the midst of pain. You made my wind blow a total change. You never left me, Lord, nor forsaken me.
Donnell Ballard is celebrating 35 years in entertainment. He's interviewed people like Juvenile, T-Pain's mother, rapper Too Short, the late Pimp C's mother, and many more celebrities.
All right, y'all, man. We back here on WKNY Radio, number one gospel music station, number one for hip hop, and we still got our girl. I'm sorry, something happened, but guess what? We're not gonna let the devil stop us for what we doing. We're gonna keep it real. All right, y'all. Before we have to go to a break, go to a song. You was talking about some very important information. What was you saying now?
Well, I was saying, like, doing your royalties and tracking that. The more royalty points that you get, and you do it consecutive on each single, and how it goes is you want to drop a single first, then you want to do another release date, and then BMI is also, let me backtrack, when you in BMI and you have that set up, it also structures you to do your release date.
Okay.
When you want your release date in your distribution company as well, you got to report that. Well, this is going to release on this date. So when you set your distribution up, this is going to be my single release, and the best thing to always do is 2 singles first.
Okay, 2 singles.
Do 1 single, get it out there, see how people like it, vibing, then you set up some interviews, make sure you're getting interviews, as well as doing some events, and then you do another single, drop that, make sure you do more interviews and some more events where you're performing these 2 singles. Then now it's cloud, and you can start mentioning, hey, check this out. Look how many people bought this 2 singles. Look at the places that I've been as far as interviews go, and how many stations played my song. And you want to get a lot of these things to happen for you.
Right.
So you are plugging that into your BMI with your royalties. The more you get, then more you get, by the time you get to your album, you're setting yourself up so you can go platinum or you can go gold. And so that is key. So you want to make sure you have those things structured. Now, if you do...
Wait.
Okay, so like on BMI, you can set yourself up as a publisher as well as a writer. Same thing with ASCAP. But if you with ASCAP first, you got to make sure that you do it on BMI, because if you can do it on BMI, but let's say you had ASCAP first, and then you drop ASCAP, and you did a membership, and then you go on BMI. BMI is going to tell you, hey, update your membership with ASCAP, or you have to say, it's been so long, I'm not with them. You can do both, or you can do one or the other, but BMI pays you better.
Okay, good. I got one more question. This is the last question, because before we get ready to wrap everything up, I got to ask you this. So many artists out there, and this is coming from Facebook, so many artists out there want to know how can they get a major deal with the major record labels like Sony, because I talked to a dude today from Sony's records. But what do they need to do if they really want to get their music out there, and who should they go with?
Well, if you're trying to go, it's either, so when you get with somebody like me and Dunny that have some connections, if you want to get your stuff distribution, your music distributed, you want to get with a service label or independent label like ourselves that has distribution through Sony and Universal. So it just depends on you as an artist, your flavor, what you're trying to do. So you necessarily don't need to have to get signed with them. You can get your music distributed through them, and that most people have fingertips at your music in the major stores like everybody else.
Wow, that is man, I am so glad you come in. Now you do know you got to come back on the show at least once a week and be a weekly guest to talk about different topics.
I would definitely love that. So I'm gonna give a recap real fast if I could. So the first thing I would tell you guys to do is get you a manager to help manage and fight for you contracts and things like that for you to get your music overseas. And by setting BMI up, royalties, you can get your music just not played on regular things, but you're trying to get your music can be played on jukeboxes or movies or certain things. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole CD or writers if you want to write for these artists to get your music. So first, get you a manager, somebody that's going to bat for you. Set up your stuff with BMI and
someone like me or someone like her, because we will do everything we can for y'all as an artist. We're gonna go 100% As long as you go 50-50, we'll go 50-50 and work with you and help get you out there. But if you're an artist out there, she's right. You definitely need a manager because that manager is going to do everything for you. That manager is going to be your backbone. Anything that's going on, that manager is going to make sure. And like she was saying, image is everything. Her job as a manager is to make sure that your image is done in a certain way. So she is.
And like you mentioned, graphic design. Yeah. Get you a graphic design. So you got to have a manager. You got to have somebody that's going to fight for you. You're going to have someone like us that I have a service label that can set your BMI, your ASCAP up, that can help you with your graphic design for you as the product, that can also help market you through PR. We have that set up. Also, where if you're going to get your events and booking, that those things are done. I have an event planner that can set up the field of what you're trying to do, as well as international, because we can get you international well. So you want a video or studio time. You don't know where to get your studio time local. We have a guy for that. If you need to get videos for your music videos, we have people set up. So we're a one-stop shop. So you definitely want to get with Donnie when he tells you that he can help push you. And I'll partner with him. Now, as every independent artist, you got to have a budget. You got to have a budget. Now, we're going to do the work, but you got to have a budget for these things. And we work with all budgets on all levels of what you're trying to accomplish. Just don't think that because you're with the service label that they're going to upfront everything. You got to have a budget as well to pour into yourself. You're an independent artist. You don't have a label behind you. And quiet's kept. Labels don't even give you money off the bat. You get earnest money that you got to pay back once you start making money off your singles and your albums. Because they like, why won't I invest in you? You got to prove yourself.
Also, wait a minute, you gotta push this through. Whoever you got following, your follower is going to be very important. Record labels are looking at how many people are following you. How many people can you get? See, back in the day, we didn't have the social media that we got now. Now we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got every type of social media. So it should be easy for you independent artists to get your stuff out there. But you got to build that follower. That's the key. You got to build that follower.
And Instagram, a little tip, Instagram is the one that they use the most with your following. They use look at Facebook too, but Instagram is the main one that they utilize. And we help you come up with strategies to market yourself better so you can get your likings up there as well. But if you got to get 500,000 royalty points to go gold, to go platinum, you need 1 million, and it can be done. So you got to really a record, you may get 3.5 off of a single of royalty points. So you got to have multiple streams of what you're doing and putting in the work.
I got to ask you this. If they want to get in contact with you, if a manager or anybody that's looking to get their artists out there and they need some extra help, how can they get in contact with you? It may be an independent artist out there that say, hey, you know what? I need this service. They can first go through Donnie because we're going to be working together. Okay. But if you can't get Donnie, you need me because we both going to be working on it no matter if you get in contact with me or Donnie. Right. You're going to get the both of us. But you can reach me at 214-994-9452. Again, that's 214-994-9452. Or my business number, 972-280-7917. You can reach me there. You can find that information on Donnie's platform where you can see A Dynasty Entertainment, where we say, let's work together. Let's build a dynasty together. Let's create one together. Dynasty and Valor Entertainment is coming together.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And let me tell everybody, she will be calling on the show weekly, giving us some new information, update everything that's going on, and just giving quick advice. I want to try to set it up where the artists people can actually call in live and talk to you. I'm gonna see about us getting a new phone line to be able to add that. What you think?
Oh yeah, I think that's great. If they need information and tips, and like you said, I'll be back because guys, I do more stuff than just this entertainment, A Dynasty Entertainment. If you're looking to do your credit, to build that. Taxes for those who haven't did their taxes yet for the SBA, need help about the SBA loans and updates on that. I'll be on here, like you said, giving out little nuggets and tips on that.
She'll be calling in live on the show. She'll be calling in live on the show because a lot of y'all was telling me, I heard on the show last night. And shout out to my mother, Minister Mary Ballard. She tuned into the show all the time, and she enjoyed it last night.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening in and showing Donnie support because he always supporting us, right? So let's support our brother and lift him up. But, yeah, I'm all about kingdom-minded people. Let's walk into generational wealth, and I can show you how to set that up. If your young people need to learn financial literacy, I have a nonprofit organization called Junior Billionaires.
Wow.
And other things to help you restore your credit and how to make that a business for yourself. I'm all about us being employed for ourselves, and right now for those who unemployed and need a new lease on doing stuff or want to get in the insurance business and don't know how, let me take you under my wing to show you how to get licensed and to do insurance.
Maybe we can bring you back on the show next week for that. How about that? Maybe a week from today we bring you back on the show to talk about that. Because I think you're right. That's very important. All right, y'all. We want to thank the Dynasty Entertainment. I got Alexis for calling in to the show. And we're going to have a lot more coming up. We got more music. Oh, we got that mix coming up in a little bit. Y'all tune into the hottest show right here on WKNY, your number one for gospel hip-hop. We'll be right back right after this.
Boy, you better take your shot right now, cause it might be gone tomorrow. Had to play with the hand I got, I ain't never been on the ball. It's a 1KF invasion and we on to y'all. We the brand new kids on the block, but I still look grown to y'all. So I guess I'm really what they wanna be. Why would you try to get another me? All they wanna do is get it for the free. I ain't gon' lie, gotta disagree. Time is private on property. I'ma go hard and give all of me. Gotta win big with no lottery. Yeah, now we the real nominees, yeah. Gotta get y'all out them sticks and I know how. I'ma lift up all them bricks and build your house. Had to keep my faith, although it's been a while. Mama ain't raised no juvenile. We did dirt to get by. I ain't even gon' lie. Through the years I realized that you can't trust no lie. Real love on the east side. Even deep in that fire. Had to pray for a new night. Live a life you desire.
Son, where'd you find this?
I want to be alone with you.
Son, where'd you find this?
DJ Days going crazy. Welcome to paradise. Hey, think she love me not? I don't know, she might. She gon' come around only when the lights on. Everything on me when we on the block, shining way too bright. Even with the lights off, what you really want? Do you even know? I'm already gone. Please just leave me alone. So what you really want? Do you even know? I'm already gone. Please just leave me alone. Lit it, it's too lit in here. We done brought the whole city. How they get in here? How they get in here? It's too lit in here. We done brought the whole city. Thank God it's a Friday night. Friday night. Friday night. Alright. We gon' keep it jumping all night. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. Friday night. Friday night. Friday night. Alright. We gon' keep it jumping all night. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. Lately I've been kicking flavor with the mayor. I'm a boss. I know how it feel to be on top and take a loss. Dripping all the sauce, got them slipping on the floor. I'm the chosen one for show. I ain't capping up for real. If you fake, I got a pill. We that brand new spanking wave. I feel like a Navy SEAL. I mean, that's just how I feel. We be
the realest, but they say it's too religious. Drake drop guy playing you with it, now you looking too suspicious. I am blessed, never had luck, you a tad much superstitious. You ain't the man, bruh, cause you pick a bag up, boy, what you doing with it? Stack up and you be cool a minute, get your handcuffs when you get through in prison. It's the last supper you can have, somewhere you can pass up and you can do the dishes. Homie, I ain't never changed up, been the same since day one. When I came in the game, ripping Jada, renegade, still the same, ain't budge. Then I win the game, same love, they play dumb and ain't say much. You tell me who the gangster, yeah.
Daddy, let me loose. They gotta move. Bishop put the burner, baby. I got the juice. They hating on my team, cause we the truth. What we do, and we the proof. We gon' take them with us.
Trying to keep it quiet, when I start a ride on up in the street. They don't see me representing, they don't get it, they don't understand the reach. Slipping in the darkness, but I'm feeling heartless, can't help me find some peace. Can't explain what's happening, but I'm living backwards in the dark, but I can see. I'm popping pills to go to sleep. Popping pills to get it poppin'. Got a Percocet to keep the peace. Got a purple pill to beat the bottoms. And I'm ballin'. I just might be keepin' wildin', so picture me wildin'. I can't lose what's in your wallet. I got this picture, perfect picture of a new indentured servant. I'm a slave till you call me a surgeon, but won't call a surgeon. But it's an emergency. I'm a wretched soul, got a heart of stone, need another one. Trying to murder me. Now I'm all alone, hear the serpent telling me it's edible. Pray for me.
Boy, waiting on my heart, but I can't fall. Seeking shelter from a storm in the bankroll. Tell me how you keep this warm when it's so cold. So something in the brain, just trying to get through.
Son, where'd you find this?
Be the signs to the zodiac. Ay, I don't need them, I just go attack. Quit playing with me, I gon' run it back. All 19, listen, they gon' have to hold me back. They gon' have to hold me back. Hold me back. They gon' have to hold me back. Hold me back, yeah. Really on guard, yeah. Really on guard, yeah. Ask me where my rollie at. Can I ask you where your soul is at? Yeah, cause they get funny with that holy rap. Dang, cause I can do this all day though. My homies call me Thanos, cause that brother only stamp. Living in a new era when they only camp. Southside intellectual and holy black. I like Jesus over Florida tramp. Living water by the pitcher, won't you get a catch? Richard God, man, that boy looking like Goldman Sachs. Wait, just run it up, I got an open tab.